Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. How is everyone doing? Or should I say to the Watutu, Habari za Hasaburi. Habari za Hasaburi. I'm saying to you, good morning in Swahili. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. So, what I'm doing right now, everyone, I'm getting on my shoes. Had to take my shower. Now I'm getting on my shoes so I can start walking downtown. I'm walking to work this morning. I'm not taking the bus this morning because I seen what happened to me yesterday. So even though I didn't go out on a job yesterday, I took my black ass to fill out some job applications for part-time employment, full-time employment, because I'm tired of being in a place where there's no stable employment. It'd be one day you'll work, 2 days you'll work, and then the rest of the week they will not work you. This is some bullshit. This is some tonteria what they be doing down there. So what I want to do, I want to start teaching people like little Swahili basics. And one of the Swahili basics is how to say good morning to someone. Habari za hasaburi. Habari za hasaburi. Watutu. Watutu means watutu. So habari za hasaburi watutu. Yes. Shout out to the chat. So I'm also going to teach people how to start insulting people in Swahili. Yes, I'm going to start teaching people how to insult people in Swahili. Good morning, Tamika. Habari za hasaburi. Yes. Hunjambo. Habari yaku. Que lo que mi gente. Now I'm saying it in Spanish. Que lo que mi gente. Yeah, child. We got that down. Now, if you need to tell someone to drop dead, you tell them una hijaji. Una hijaji. Una hijaji. That's how you tell somebody to drop dead. This is another one. Or, yeah, this is another way you can tell somebody to drop dead. Kushukakufu. Kushukakufu. Now, if you want to call on God Almighty himself, you say, Mungu Baba. Mungu Baba. That's Father God in Swahili. Yes. Kuwa makini na mimi. Kuwa makini na mimi. That means be careful with me. And that's what a lot of people on this app need to do. Be careful of the people they fuck with. Watch your circle. Watch your cipher before they hurt you. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you something. Life is life. Life keeps lifing. Teeth and tongue fall out with each other. When I was growing up, I used to always hear that term. Teeth and tongue fall out. So it is what it is. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, I'm getting ready to leave my house now. Getting ready to leave it right now, children. Watutu. Yeah, y'all gotta, I'm gonna be teaching people how to say hello and goodbye in Swahili. I'm gonna teach you how to insult people, how to call people names. Oh, yes. It's just like if you're talking to someone, right? And somebody's getting on your nerves and you want to tell them that they are an asshole. You say, wewe ni mkundu. Wewe ni mkundu. You are an asshole. That's how you do that. So I'm out the house. I'm walking down the street. Walking down the street. Yeah, I'm having a good time. I see Soulfly is live right now. That's my homegirl from Texas. Shout out to Soulfly. Now, we've seen that 27 Darren has been doing her videos. Shout out to 27 Darren. Shout out to all the young ladies on these YouTube streets that are doing their videos. Except for, of course, them damn Quan Mike bitches. I don't give a fuck about them. I wish all of them would drop dead. Khufu too. Khufu too. I wish all of them would just drop dead and go away. That's something I'm not being nice this morning. I'm not being nice this morning. But shout out to the chat. Yeah. So I'm on my way downtown right now because yesterday, unfortunately for me, I got on the bus. And by the time I got to the fucking office, she had gave all the drunks all of the jobs. And I'm going to tell you something. The people that don't get high, the people that don't drink and get drunk and have hangovers, the next day, they are the ones that are complaining now. So it's not just me, it's others too. They're making their voices heard. And you know what? She don't want to hear it. She don't want to hear it, but she going to have to hear it because I don't mean no harm. That's why she lost a lot of her tickets. That's why she lost a lot of her contracts by keeping on people that don't need to be kept on. I would have got rid of them people a long time ago. When that Walmart ticket died, them people would have died off my payroll. I would have got rid of them niggas a long time ago. She didn't do it. It's like almost like she's afraid to do it. Like if she don't let's say she get rid of them, right? Only thing she need to do is hire more workers. And the workers that she gonna hire is gonna be skilled. Half of them niggas don't have a skill. I'm gonna tell you what their skill is. Their skill is getting high. Their skill is getting drunk. Their skill is being homeless. Their skill is being lazy. Their skill is being shiftless. Their skill is being a no count. Their skill is being a scrub. Their skill is being a payaso. Their skill is being a makundu. Their skill is mentiroso. Their skill is being a bendejo. Their skill. Now, I'm saying those things in Spanish. I'm insulting these people in Spanish. But that's the way I really fucking feel. And one of them, Tamika, I want you to listen to this. I was on the bus, right? And we was going downtown. I'm on the bus humming to myself. Yeah. Next thing I know, the bus stopped. It stopped. And the other bus that was like in front of us had stopped. That other bus had broke down. So, of course, the people got on our bus. Why them motherfuckers? We had to wait on them motherfuckers. They went to the fucking store. They went down there to get the beers. One motherfucker got up on the bus and started drinking the beer. So the bus driver had to put him off the bus. Yeah, it was a big mess. It was a big mess. And then when he gets to the office, right, I guess one of the guys had said something about him being on the bus, drinking. So he got mad at the guy, came outside, had some words, And then the guy told him, he said, look, I'll cut you into ribbons. Don't come in my face, jumping in my face, talking about I said something to the lady. He ain't need to say nothing. The man smelled just like beer. And I don't mean no harm. The man is a veteran. The man has been working for the temp service for over 20 years. Why hasn't he retired yet? Why hasn't that jackass retired yet? I've been knowing him ever since I came to work for that company. That's how long I've been knowing. And I don't mean no harm, but I do mean some harm. He look old as shit now. He look run down. He's married. He married to some ugly woman. Oh my God. That woman looked just like TJ in a wig. Yeah. And she got a real heavy, deep voice. Now, I might live my life a certain way, but at least I don't have a heavy, deep voice. You know, I don't have no real facial hairs like some people in my family. They got the goatee going on. Yo, what's up, VA? Yeah, Tamika. Yo, shout out to Tamika. Shout out to VA. Good morning to both of you. Yeah, I'm on my way downtown right now. Because yesterday I had to go because I didn't get on the job. Tamika, I took my black ass to different places downtown and filled out some application. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, child. Toto. Toto. That's how you say child. Yeah, in Swahili. But anyway, yeah, child, these people, they did not send me out yesterday. She gave all the jobs to the drunks. She gave all the jobs to the drug addicts. She gave all the jobs to the homeless people. I come there, and I bet you half of them people didn't even work a full day. Because when she sent them out, guess what time they come back to the office? 10 o'clock in the morning. 10 o'clock in the morning. Shout out to the chat. But you don't hear me, though. So that's why I'm leaving my house early. That's exactly why I'm leaving my house early. Yep. I want to thank everyone for coming in. Hit that like button. Cocotazo that like button. Cocotazo that like button. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming in with me this morning. Yeah. So I'm walking downtown, and I feel good, you guys. I feel energized. I feel good. I got my sleep in. I got my rest in. Yes. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, child, but yeah, I understand. You know, some things been going on in these YouTubes, and I'm not getting involved. Because the next thing I know, people gonna be saying, Arabia is getting involved, you know. So I said, no, I'm not gonna get involved. I'm gonna mind my business. But you know, whoever rock out with me. And I'm gonna rock out with you. You know, there is no leaving people behind. There is no shunning people because things went wrong or whatever. I don't give a fuck about none of that. We are in the battle for our lives. We are in a battle, a war where people's soul is being snatched right out of their own body, right in front of your face. You think you talking to a living, breathing person? Shoot. Yeah. But let me tell y'all something. Tamika, I don't know if you was with me that morning when I was walking downtown. Well, anyway, this happened a few weeks ago. There was this dog. It was this dog out here. It followed me from the concrete place all the way to this little house up here where the electric company, where one of the electric contract companies are at. And I looked and I never seen that dog before. So I kept telling the dog, I said, dog, going back to where you came from. Going back now. I turned my head 1 second, Tamika. The next second, I look in the direction where the dog was staring at. The dog was gone. The dog, now how do I know that was even a dog? How do I not know that wasn't a shapeshifter? Yeah, child, we got a lot of that going on. This is South Carolina. This is South Carolina. And I remember telling people about the dog because I want to say Lovely was in the chat. Lovely and somebody else was in the chat that morning when I was walking. Because I was just getting up to walk in a space where there's a lot of darkness and a lot of shadow. And that's when, because I felt something behind me. And I looked, it was a dog. But I'm going to tell you one thing. After that, early that morning, I ain't never see that dog no more. Now, what was that? A shapeshifter? An angel? An alien? Because I didn't see that dog no more. And I never seen that dog in this neighborhood before. Never. I know all the dogs that live in this neighborhood. Seen all of them. When they be walking with the owner, or they be just walking around. It's not too many dogs walking around, just loose. Tamika, believe it or not, I wasn't scared. But I'm going to tell you, because Lovely had told me and she said, because when she saw that I was walking in some dark spaces, she said no way in the world would she walk around in no dark spaces. And you know what? She right. She right, because somebody else that was in the chat said, oh, that's dangerous to be walking in the I think it was Dialogue TV was in the chat. And they said it was dangerous for me to be walking on these dark streets, these dark roads. But Chad, I walk down these same streets a couple of years ago, this year. So, I know the route. I know what to watch out for. I'm always looking around. Even though I'm talking to you guys on the YouTubes, I'm constantly looking around. And I don't necessarily walk on the sidewalk neither, because I know people be hiding in the damn bushes. Shout out to the chat. But yeah, child. Yeah, child. So Tamika, yeah, I'm on my way to this office right now. And the man got mad with the lady. He was like, oh, you not right. You sending out all the drug addicts and the alcoholics. These people fucked up. And they're not going to last a full day. I don't know why you doing people like that. And she was like, she told him not to come back. He said he coming back the next day, the next day, the next day. Because he said he going to end up calling that place down there in Goose Creek, South Carolina. And find out why certain things are happening with this company. First of all, when we go there, there's no working bathroom. There's no working bathroom. So, that's illegal. They got to have a working bathroom for you. Because the other company I was working with, at least they had 2 bathrooms. They provided us with water. Sometimes they provide you with snacks or a sandwich. This company right here, they don't give you shit. Because they know who they got working for them. When I go down there, Tamika, and this is no word of harm to anyone, but then again, I do mean some fucking harm. By the time I get there, there might be like 5, maybe 7 people outside, right? And they've been waiting there. Some of these jackasses be waiting there since 4:30 in the morning. Now, the reason why they there that early, because they homeless. They ain't got no home. Don't nobody want to be fooled up with them. That's why they be out there that early. And I don't mean no harm, but I do mean some harm. These motherfuckers, sometimes they be wanting to work until 5 o'clock in the afternoon, 5:30. You know why you want to wait when you want to work so late in the afternoon? Because you don't have nowhere to go. You don't have nowhere to put your head. But that is not my fault. Now, I'm not looking down on people. But come on, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Some of these jackasses been out there more than 4 years. I knew one guy, he was on the streets downtown Charleston. He's from Texas. He been living on the streets for 21 years straight. Oh, he done had apartments. He keep getting kicked out because he got that little white girl chasing with him. And all they do is get high. That's why they be losing their places. They don't take care of shit. I know that's right, Tamika. Yeah, I'm trying to read the chat as I'm walking down the road. But thank God it didn't rain. So oh shit, I heard a growling sound. Oh shit, wait a minute now. Oh no, that's somebody on their bicycle. I thought I heard a growling sound. I was about to say, we gotta get the fuck out of here, you guys. Shit, I might be chubby, but I sure can fucking run. Because I thought I heard a growling sound. I said, oh no, I heard a growling sound. Tamika, now you know I be tripping. You know I be tripping. There's somebody on their fucking bike. Turn around, they driving down the street. I tell you, man, these a bunch of riffraff around here. Anyway, to make a long story short, yeah, that's what she did yesterday. So I took my happy black ass and went and filled out application all downtown for part-time job, full-time dishwashing. Yeah, man, they paying, some of these jobs are paying between $15 an hour and $18. I don't care how much they paying. I need me a steady employment check. I need that check to be deposited in my bank account. And I need to be able to take that money and, easily pay what I need to pay at this house. Because I got the light bill. I got the rent to worry about. I got groceries. I got to buy the toiletries. Of course, I got to keep the house clean. So I need the supplies for that. And I need bus fare. Sometimes I take a lift downtown or lift to where I'm going. Birdman not here no more. Birdman not here no more to drive me around. He would try and teach me how to drive. I never learned. I never learned how to drive. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. But Halloween is right around the corner. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. And before you know it, Tamika will be a year older. I'll be 53 years old this year. I'll be 53. I didn't even get a chance to enjoy being 52. I didn't even get a chance to enjoy being 52. Because I was 51 when Birdman passed. Birdman passed a couple of weeks before my 52nd birthday. You know what I mean? So, You know, it is what it is. That's life. And there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do about it neither. Just keep living. As long as the universe allow me to live. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, I appreciate SoFly going live this morning. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I do. Well, you know, it really don't matter about who live, you know, as long as whoever come in my chat enjoy themselves and, you know, we can talk it up, we can laugh, you know, joke around a little bit, you know, everything be all right. Those that are not here will catch the playback. Hopefully they'll come in and hit the Coco Tasso that like button. Coco Tasso that like button. Yeah. So on my community wall, I had shared this video, and it's you know, the basics on how to speak Swahili. So they teach you a little bit of words. Guess who came up under the video in the comment section? Vince the Sniper. Shout out to Vince the Sniper, and shout out to Not Worth It. Yo, both of them. Not Worth It had commented first. He was like, "Oh no, not yet, Arabia." And then Vince the Sniper, he commented. He getting ready to start learning Swahili too. Yeah, man. People don't want to be ignorant. You know what I mean? It's good to know another language, or at least the basics. You know what I mean? And you learn it the same way you learn how to speak English. You know, you pointed to something, your mother, your father said, well, that's that, or that's the name of this, or this is how you do that, you know. Same concept, nothing different. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, chat. Let me see if that person on disappeared. Now, see, I know I'm not seeing things. That person was just behind, not too far behind me on the damn bicycle. And there's a person up front. See, now I'm getting ready to run into some foot traffic because that club next to that store is closed. They close at 2:00 in the morning. So you know how people like to hang around the club, all that foolishness, all that jazz. They be hanging around the club for what I don't know. But they'll be outside acting stupid as always. Oh, Lord. One thing I loved about New York, when motherfuckers would get drunk, you could stand right where they standing. They gonna drop a few dollars. They do that all the time in New York. Down here, these are a bunch of penny pinchers. You ain't even gonna find a penny on the ground. If you find a dime or a quarter or a dollar, you might be doing good. But in New York, people drop money all the time. Yes, they do. I see you laughing, Tamika. It's true. Yeah, child. Tamika, did you see the new video that Triple S Edits did? Yo, when you get a chance, I want you to go over there and look at that video. That shit is so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny. Yo, that shit will have you crying. And in the little video, I'm not going to tell you what the video is about, because she did one the other day, and she did a recent one where Garrick is in the window with his little bathrobe on, and he got the curlers in his hair. Yo, she be dragging them niggas over there. She be dragging them damn Quamites. I be laughing my ass off. Yo, I played that video the other day. I was laughing so much. I played it. Oh my God, I had to comment twice. You know me, because I don't like the Carmites, and I'm being proven right. I'm being proven right. Now they think they over there doing something. These motherfuckers are the biggest losers in this sector, and I will be glad when all of them get cocoa tasseled, and I will be glad when all of them are vanquished, when they are no more. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, child. Anyway, let me keep talking. All right. So, there's a certain someone that came back to the scene, trying to cause disturbance. And my advice to everyone in this sector, as far as dealing with that person, let the dead dogs lay dead. Let them be dead. Do not give any of these demons any life. Do not resurrect any of them. And that's why I refuse to call that person that. Shout out to the chat. And if they're subscribed, unsubscribe. I don't need you over here. No value to me. You know what I mean? Shout out to the chat. But anyway, let us continue on. Shall we proceed, or should I say, in the words of Moonlight, let's read. Shout out to Moonlight. Yo, I was watching Miss 504 last night. And she had a pretty good video. I gotta say that to her. Shout out to Miss 504. She had a pretty good video. Yeah, I enjoyed listening to her, even though I was in and out, because I get so, distracted. I can't stay in one chat for too long, you know what I mean? I be over there with other YouTube creators. I'll be in the chat. You know me. I shout everybody out, and I'll sit there for a little bit, and then I'll leave, and then I come back in, then I leave, and then if I got something else to do, I want to watch something else, I leave. I don't come back for the rest of that video. You know what I mean? If I missed anything, that's what the replay is there for. It's exactly why it's there. Now, I don't know who this person is walking up in front of me. Look like a bitch, but I'm not really sure. But I usually ignore them, because there was one day I was out here walking down the street, and some lady was just standing there staring into space with the little purse on her shoulder, looking like a damn zombie. I said, see, this is why I gotta move out of certain areas of South Carolina. This is why I gotta move. I really want to move back to New York, because in a few more years I'll be retiring, and I do not want their little drop shot, no name, drag nasty Social Security money from here. Because these people, the most you're gonna get in South Carolina is $700. That's the most you're gonna get on your Social Security. You know what I mean? In New York, you get more than that. In New York, you get more than that. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. But shout out to everyone in my chat. Shout out to the Ghost Watchers. Because, I am a ghost whisperer. Shout out to you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Yeah. Sometimes some people are just a little shy to type in. But you know what? What I've discovered? I have discovered that if someone is unpopular or considered a villain in the sector, people concentrate on who be in those people's chats, who be tippity typing, who be laughing, or who be doing anything. And my thing is, and I'm going to advise other YouTube creators, mind your own business. Those people are not in your chat. They're not in your chat. They're not bothering you. Mind your own business, because a lot of times what certain YouTube creators will do, they will start beef with the other people's subscribers. Yeah, they start beef with subscribers, moderators. Chad, I've seen it all in this sector. And it don't make no fucking sense. It don't make no bit of sense. I said, I don't know what's wrong with these people. That's why I was like, if I'm in certain chats and something is going, let's say they talking about me, right? Of course I'm going to see who's in the chat. But I already know not to get angry with the subscribers or the moderators or the chat members. Get mad with the YouTube creator that's saying all the bullshit. You know what I mean? I don't mean no harm, but I do mean some harm. Sometimes I wish I could come through this fucking screen and slap the shit out of some people. Sometimes I wish I could come out this screen and take a baseball bat and knock some sense into some people. I don't mean no harm, but that's the way I be feeling sometimes. Because people think they can just play with me and get away with it. I ain't letting nobody get away with nothing no more. Now look at these street sweepers. Sweeping up all that damn dust. Knowing damn well they're not cleaning no damn street. They made me sick with how they do shit down here. I think South Carolina is a backward state. I think some of these people down here are inbreds. You know what I mean? Not all, but some. Shit. They do the dumbest shit. You could be walking down the street, somebody weed whacking now. If it's a white person, they gonna stop. They gonna wait until you pass. If it's a nigga, they gonna keep going. They hoping that them pebbles and them little rocks will hit you. I'm telling you, these niggas down here are evil, man. And I don't mean no harm, but I do mean some harm. I wish I could take my burner out the house and shoot a nigga in the ass. I wish I could be able to get away with it too. For real, I'll put some niggas out of here. But if I go around lighting niggas up with the burner, I'll be in jail for the rest of my life. They be like 20 years. That means I'll be 70-something by the time I get out. I ain't, fuck it, them niggas ain't worth it. Shit. But I wish I could do it. If I could do it and get away with it, I would. I'm sorry to say that, but I'm not sorry. They get on my damn nerves down here. They are so sickening. They are. They get on my damn nerve. That's why I don't like fooling up with them. Like I'm getting ready to go to this office right now. I can feel my jaw tension up because I don't feel like dealing with them. You come on the job with them, depending on who, and don't let them be a smoker and they don't have nothing to smoke. Oh my God, they act like bitches. And they work like bitches too. I never seen a bunch of men that be double working like them. They don't make the work easy. They work against themselves. And then to make everything even worse, a lot of them are afraid of these white people. I don't know why they afraid of them. Because when I go to a job and the person tell me, okay, do X, Y, and Z, I don't need you coming back every 5 minutes. Because if that happens, what I do, I tell them, look, you got a problem with what I'm doing? And they be like, oh, I don't got a problem. I said, if you got a problem with what I'm doing, please call the office. They'll be more than happy to have someone pick me up. And you can sign me out. You can sign this ticket right here. Because I don't need nobody shadowing me. Because I'm not training you how to do the fucking job. If you want the job done a certain way and you feel the people ain't doing it, maybe you should do it yourself. They get real quiet then. They get real quiet then. Then all of a sudden, they want to be your best friend. They want to buy you lunch. They want to make sure you got sodas. Oh, yeah. I can't stand these niggas down here, though. They are so scary of white people. The fuck you gonna be afraid of them for? They bleed just like the way we bleed. They hurt just like the way we hurt. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I was cruising these YouTube streets and I seen a story. I discovered a video. Hey, what's up, Fats? Good morning. Thank you for coming in. Yo, shout out to everyone in my chat. Anyway, I had discovered a video, and there was this black lady who was working for these white people in 1913, and they was mistreating her and treating her all bad. And then one day, she decided to get her revenge. She got her revenge all right, and then white people turned right around and killed this woman. Tell me she didn't have the right to kill them people. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And I don't mean no harm. Our ancestors had the right to strike out these damn devils. These damn children of Yaku. I can't stand them. You know what I mean? Too bad I gotta deal with them every day. Probably for the rest of my fucking life. You know what I mean? But you got a lot of racist white people who say, yeah, black people deserve to be mistreated. Black people deserve to be unalive. Black people deserve to be raped and all this other foolishness. You got a lot of white people like that. They are evil. They are the impediment of evil. They are 10 times worse than their grandfathers and their great-grandfathers. I got a motherfucker talking about I stole my grandmother's last name. Let me tell you something. On my birth certificate, it's listed as Arabia. And no, how can I steal something that belonged to me anyway? My grandmother belonged to me. I was her blood relative. If I want to take her last name, guess what? I'm going to do it. What do they want me to do? Change my last name to Arabia Muhammad, Arabia Allah, Arabia Shabazz? Because that can happen too. Soon as I change let's say for shits and giggles, I was to just lay down all this LGBTQ community stuff. And let's say I was to join the Nation of Islam and become a devoted Muslim. My last name wouldn't be what it is now. It would be Arabia Shabazz, Arabia Muhammad. And if I really want to be dirty, it would be Arabia Allah. Arabia Allah. That's right. Because we was here first. We originated everything. Unfortunately, some of us were corrupt back back in them ancient times. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't want us to be proud of our heritage. They want to be proud of who the fuck they are, but when it come to us, oh, you gotta accept what we give you. Let me tell you something. I was born right there in Westchester County, 1973. 1973. My mother was in labor with me, right? You know how you go into the delivery room and all this other jazz. So anyway, when she gave birth to me, the nurses that were present, they was like, what's gonna be her name? My mother said, I want her name to be Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia. Saudi would have been my first name. Arabia would have been my middle name. Okay, you know them cracker bitches told her, maybe you shouldn't name her that. It wasn't my mother's choice. It was my father's choice. That was my father's choice for my name. Because you got to remember, my mother was a member of the Nation of Islam. My mother was a member of the Nation of Islam. And you know why she joined up with the Nation of Islam? Because she said she grew up in the segregated South. When she moved to New York, she never heard nobody say nothing good about black people. So she wanted to join an organization that told black people, be proud of who you are. Don't be ashamed. Be happy to be black. You know what I mean? And then they gave them the lessons. They gave them the supreme mathematics, the supreme alphabet, everything. And my mother said when she grew up and she was going to school, everything was segregated. They didn't teach them how to read the little red book or nothing like that. They taught them how to read that stupid, terrible book called Sambo. She said it was real racist back then. That's why she left and went to New York and stayed there for 35 years. The people that raised me, they had left the South years ago, around the Depression time, before World War II. Went to New York, stayed in New York. My grandfather, when he came to New York, he stayed in New York until the day he fucking died. But my grandmother was born and raised in New York. Her mother, my father, and me. Even though I don't live in New York now, I can still trace my lineage. I can still trace my ancestors because I know their fucking name. I know their birth date. I know when they died. And these white people don't want me to know nothing. Shout out to the chat. And I don't mean no harm, but I do mean some harm. That's why the people that raised me, that's why they ended up moving down south. Because them crackers told them, oh, it's going to be a day and time where these children that you raised, their parents going to come back for them. Their relatives going to come back for them. Y'all better, if y'all move. And guess what? As soon as we left from New York, guess who started coming to the house? My grandmother, my grandmother's siblings, my father's siblings, distant relatives, cousins, looking for me and my brother. And I don't mean no harm, but I do mean some harm. If I was still in New York and me and my brother were still there, at the same time when they came to the house, we would have left with them. We would have left this family alone. Look what it brought. Nothing but bad luck. Nothing but heartbreak, bad luck, and a bunch of tonteria, a bunch of embustida. Embustida means deceit. Tonteria means bullshit. A bunch of foolishness. That's what it brought me. So it is what it is. I'm walking. Still walking, you guys. I'm still far away from my destination. Shout out to everyone in my chat. Shout out to everyone in my chat. Shout out to the true supporters of this channel. Because I got some people over here that truly supports this channel. I know some people don't support my channel. I know some people just come over here to be fucking nosy. They don't have nothing to offer. They don't have nothing to give. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about, like, some wisdom. Some kind of advice. Not some jokes and laughing points. Because everybody don't feel like laughing early in the morning. Not me anyway. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed anyway. You know I got an attitude because if I catch the bus, shout out to the chat, got money for the bus, but by the time I get to the fucking office, like I said, she'll give all the jobs to all them drop shots. And I'm sick of it. So I'm coming early. Shout out to the chat. Want to say good morning to everyone. Sometimes I get caught up in my feelings and I go into my rants and I be talking shit, but everything I be talking be factual and it be true. Everything. Especially on this channel. Because I ain't got no reason to get up 3:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, walk down the street with some bullshit on my tongue. I got enough riding on me. I want to smoke my cigarette, but something's telling me to wait a little longer till I get to a certain spot. Then I can sit down and rest and blow a cigarette and talk to you guys. Because I want to be able to read my chat for a little bit and don't have to keep stopping just to see what people writing in the chat. You know. Because I'm not at home. I'm on the move. Which a lot of other people in the sector don't do. We got a lot of people in the sector that don't fucking work nowhere. Don't work nowhere. They ain't trying to work nowhere. But they want to criticize people that do. I just couldn't get over. Oh my goodness. Now, look. Damn, you guys. I wish you can see what I see. Hold on. Let me see if I can show you. You see that over there? It looks like people are putting up their Christmas lights and everything. That's what it looked like to me. Look at this place over here. I've been knowing this place to be in existence ever since I moved down here. This building right here. This wasn't here when I first moved here. Excuse me, y'all. Just burped. This wasn't here when I first moved here. Not that train, not none of this shit. That building over there was there. Shout out to chat. I think I heard 27 Darren saying yesterday that she had some serious stuff going on today. So what I want to do, I want to shout her out, tell her good morning, and hope everything work out well for you, my sister. Shout out to you. I'll be praying for you. Shout out to you. Shout out to 27 Darren. If y'all not already subbed up to her, sub up. Support 27 Darren. Oh, this place do pizzas. Oh shit, you guys. I did not know that. Now I knew this place had a kitchen, but I did not know they be selling pizzas out of here. Uh-oh. Good to know. But every time I walk past that place, I don't never see nobody working in there. And I have walked down here during the day. I have walked down here on the weekend. I walked past there at nighttime one time, and nobody's ever in there working. So I don't know if it's a front store for some other bull jive. I don't know. I'm not trying to find out neither. Look at these bicycles, you guys. Now, these bicycles, in order to ride them, you got to have your debit card. And on your debit card or your phone, it's mostly your phone. Your phone got to have a wallet. And that's one thing I have not installed on my phone, a wallet. I don't think I'm going to do it because I heard some bull jive with that too. Sometimes you can't trust everything and everybody around you to stand around you. There's some thieves down here, man. These some smooth criminals. You thought Michael Jackson was talking shit when he did that song, Smooth Criminal. Yeah, he was right, all right. Sure enough. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, man. So we walking up the street, and we're not that far from our destination. We're not that far from our destination. I don't even know what time it is. Hold on, let me see. Oh, shit. It's 4 minutes to 4 o'clock in the morning. Damn, we down here early. But like I said, I got to get here early because I'm in competition. I'm in competition to get on a ticket. But hopefully, if I follow up on these applications a little deeper than what I did before, I'll be not in competition with them. I'll be making more money than all of them. Shout out to the chat. And that's the goal. That's the goal, to get all the money I can get from off a job, from off my, check, in order to, better provide for myself. It's just me. It's just me. But even me, I want new stuff too. I want new stuff too. I think I deserve it. Some people may think, you don't live with me. The biggest haters of anybody is always, I'm going to tell you, sometimes, and this is what happens, because there was a YouTube creator that explained it a couple of years ago. And she said sometimes when you have subscribers or people you deal with on the YouTubes, when things go wrong or sour, all of a sudden they become your biggest critic. All of a sudden they become your biggest troll. You know what I mean? And sometimes you'll be lucky not to have any trolls, because you got some sick motherfuckers that will actually stalk you, cyber stalk you, follow you all over YouTubes, wherever, just so they can watch what the fuck on. You know why? Because they're butthurt. They're butthurt. All right, here we go. So we coming down here. We over here by the Jehovah's Witness church. We're getting ready to pass the fire station that's way across the street. Matter of fact, across the street, there's a fire station. And on that same street, it's called King Street. And on that same street, it's a place where some of Birdman relatives be working. Some of Birdman relatives be working over there. And when he was living, I only remember him going over there twice. So whoever them people were, he wasn't really close to them. He was friendly with them, but he wasn't really close to them. You know what I mean? Because I remember one time we were driving in the car and he had stopped in that particular shop, and I saw the last name on the door because that was his last name. And he was like, yeah, these are my people that run this business. But then he was like letting me know that he was carrying not his father's surname, he was carrying his stepfather's surname. And that man, I'm gonna tell you something, he did not treat Birdman and Birdman's siblings well at all. Because I remember Birdman telling me, not only did Birdman tell me, but some of his siblings told me too, that when they were young, they were very young, their mother ended up going to prison. And she didn't go to prison for like something violent. She went to prison for check fraud. She went to prison for check fraud. And from what I understand, she was not the mastermind behind the bullshit. She was really taking the charges for the stepfather. And they said when the mother went to prison, when the mother stayed, locked up, they said that man treated them so bad. And then finally, some of their other relatives had to come get them. They split the children up. And when the mother came out of prison, they waited 6 months. And then they sent all of them back to live with the mom. But they said the mom catered to the stepfather. And that's why I don't understand about a lot of women. Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you these this. I don't know who's listening to this video. I don't know how important it's going to be to listen. But I'm going to say it. I'm not going to hold back. I'm not going to bite my tongue. If you break up with your children's father for any reason, and you get in a relationship or marry someone new, be careful of that man. Be careful of that man. Vice versa. I say it not only to the women, I say it to the men as well. Because we got a generation of children who are now adults, and that's all they talk about. How badly their step-parent treated them. How shabby the step-parent was. What the step-parent did or didn't do. What they said. How they said it. Yeah. And sometimes these other people come in at the wrong time. And a lot of women and a lot of men need to do what the Lion Kingdom do. And I'm telling you, those female lions, they don't play. They do not fucking play. Anybody come around their child, I don't care if it's their father or not. If she feels that her children is in danger or something getting ready to happen to them, she will attack. And she will die fighting. She will die defending her children. And if she outlived her children, let's say the mother outlived the children. For any reason, the mother never forgets how that child died. She never forgets. She go through grieving, she grieves, she cries, she mourns for that child, just like the way we do when someone in our family passes away. And murder, I'm going to tell y'all something. Murder is something else. That is something that rips the soul. It doesn't just rip the soul of the victim. It rips the soul of the people that they're related to. People that love them. You know what I mean? I know I be talking crazy sometimes on this app, but sometimes I really be meaning the shit I be saying. Because these motherfuckers down here get on my nerves. And I gotta let it out. Because if I hold it, I ain't gonna feel better. I ain't gonna feel better. You know what I mean? Word. Because I went to the job the other day. Tamika, I think you was in the chat with me. It was you, Just Jay, and some other people that was in the chat with me. And it was you, Just Jay, Mika, and somebody else who was in the chat. I can't exactly remember. But anyway, when I got to my destination, remember, I had ended the live, right? I'm standing up there waiting to come into this place so I could get on a ticket. Well, I was already on a ticket. I was on a repeat. And this one nigga, one washed up nigga, a drop shot, or off brand, a drag nasty gonna say, well, hey, you don't need to be wearing your Dallas Cowboy hat. And I said it very loud. I said, excuse me. Number one, you don't tell me what to do. Number two, you don't buy my fucking clothing. Stop worrying about what the fuck I'm wearing on my head or wherever else. You don't like it, deal with it. He got real quiet. He stopped smiling. Sometimes you gotta wipe the smiles off of these clowns' face. Because this is not no circus. This is not no circus. This is not no rodeo. This is a place of business. And I don't have time to be laughing and smiling with a bunch of people that are stopping me from getting a job that day. People that stopping me from getting money in my pocket that day. Because as far as I'm concerned, everything that's going on down there at this office is a fucking setup. It's a fucking setup. It's a fucking trap. So every time I walk down here, I'm walking into a fucking trap. You know what I mean? Word. Because sometimes I walk in there, I feel like I'm walking into a fucking homeless shelter. I feel I'm walking into a den of lions, wolves. You know what I mean? But I am the BT1000, so I should fit in quite nicely in certain situations. But sometimes I just don't feel like all that bullshit. Like I said, I don't wake up. Sometimes I wake up early in the morning. I don't feel like laughing and talking. I feel like just being straight up with people. And sometimes people try to get too familiar with you. And I kept saying, I don't need no familiar spirits. I don't need no familiar spirits in my life. And I definitely don't need you if you walking around on two legs. You might as well be a ghost. You might as well be a ghost. Shout out to the chat. Oh, thank you, Tamika. Yeah, 100%. Ain't no time to be playing. So that's why I took my black ass. Instead of rushing back to the house, I took my black ass to some of these places down here and filled out them applications. And I wrote them down. I wrote down the addresses of this place. I wrote down what the business was. I wrote down what time I filled out the application. Oh, yes, because I will be giving these people a phone call Monday morning or early Monday afternoon, or I'll just simply walk in there. I ain't got time to be playing. Shit, it's time to get serious. I'm close to retirement too. Shit. Whew. Yeah, man. So we downtown, you guys. We're downtown. It's a little after. Let me see what time it is. slow. It's like 8 minutes after 4. It's almost 4:10, so it's like 4:08. So it's 8 minutes after 4. I said it's 8 minutes after 10. Lord, if this was 8 minutes after 10, that means I'm coming down here late. And I know I'm not late. I know better than that. Yeah, I'm gonna sit down for a minute, you guys. Smoke my cigarette. Yeah. Yeah, child. Shit, man. Hold on, y'all. Shit. Hold on. That's better. Now, today is Thursday, right? All right, y'all. So, we got today and we got tomorrow to make something happen. So, we got a good 24 hours to make something happen, before Saturday come in. Because there is no work going out at this office or the other office on Saturday. So, I got to make best use of my time right now. Yeah, child. I just had to get a good cigarette in. Because I be smoking at them place, everybody and their grandma, hey, can I get a cigarette? Can I get a cigarette? And half of these motherfuckers worked yesterday. And that's what I don't understand. If you worked yesterday, that means you got paid yesterday. If you worked yesterday, you got paid yesterday. So why you come to the office begging people for this shit? You know why? Because they don't be doing the right thing with their fucking money. Like if somebody, this happens to me sometimes. Somebody will send me a cash app. I'll hold on to that money for a couple of days. I won't spend it. I'll hold on to the money for a couple of days. I won't spend it. Unless I absolutely feel I have to. Unless, Shout out to the chat. We getting ready to move in a minute. Oh, before I forget, I want to remind everyone that Just Jay should be going live tonight. Y'all go over there and look at Just Jay Community Wall and see when she going live. The live gonna be starting at 7, so it would be very nice if everyone shows up and supports Just Jay. Shout out to Just Jay. Shout out to her chat and shout out to her moderators. Moderators, bless up. Bless up. Yeah, you guys. We almost to our destination. I hate to walk up there. And you know what? I don't mean no harm, but I do mean some harm. Sometimes when I'm talking to you guys and let's say I'm over there, they'll be nosy and be trying to look over and see who I'm talking to. They don't see nobody. They don't see like another face. So they be like, damn, Raven must be talking to herself. No, I'm talking to my supporters on the YouTubes. Shout out to Brown Skin Lady. That's the main one I heard say that word that way. YouTubes. She don't say YouTube. She said YouTubes. Shout out to Brown Skin Lady. Even though she has abandoned us, has left us, hasn't showed back up, and I haven't seen no wanted posters of her. I have not seen her on the milk cartons. We know her and Frank is hanging together. Frank Niti. Shout out to both of them. But sometimes Brown Skin Lady, go live. She made me sick. She don't forget all about us, her supporters, her subscribers. Matter of fact, I'm one of Brown Skin Lady day one. I was there day one when she first started her channel, because I was still working at the Walmart. So you know I don't appreciate her disappearing. Shout out to the chat. All right, you guys, let's walk on. We gonna walk on. Walk on. Walk on. Walk on. Walk on. Yeah, we gonna walk on, you guys. I sat down long enough. Yes, Lord. I sat down long enough. Yep. So yeah. We should be there shortly, at this office. So I could stand in line with a bunch of children who think if they stand on a line somewhere, that's the order she go by. She don't go by that order. It depends on what kind of job she need to be filled today. What kind of job she need to be filled today. Now the other day, which was yesterday, I went there. Some guy was about to get into a fight, and I wish I would have had my phone up, because I would have recorded the argument and posted it on the YouTubes. The next time that shit happen, I'm gonna post it on YouTubes. You could tell I don't give a fuck. I got this I don't give a fuck attitude, and everything is content. Yep. If it pertains to me, if it's surrounding me, it's content. Yeah, I remember last week I had to walk home on the same street we walking up. It took me an hour and 30 minutes to walk home. I really didn't care because I really needed to exercise. I don't mean no harm, but I do mean some harm. I do need to lose some weight. I'm moving around a whole lot better lately, but I still need to lose some weight. Yeah. Yeah, so I hope y'all go over there and sub up to Just Jay, because she be having some very good videos and she's very entertaining. And she can hold her audience. You know what I mean? And for someone that's just starting her videos, she does pretty good. She does editing and all that. So she does really well for someone that's just starting out doing videos. Now, I heard some stuff on these YouTube streets yesterday I didn't mean to hear, but I can't pretend I didn't hear it. But I'm going to leave that alone. The only thing I can say that there are some people in this sector who don't want to mind their business, and it sounded like to me they were celebrating. And it's unfortunate. You got people that are mad. I don't mean no harm, but I do mean some harm. You got people on this app that are angry with Sis. They are so angry with Sis, the rabbit, that they are willing to take it out on his subscribers and his supporters. And I don't think that's right. I think if people got a beef with Sis, they should take it to Sis. Don't fuck with his audience. Leave them people alone. You know what I mean? Because what I heard yesterday, it was very disturbing to me. It was very disturbing. Even though I don't get along with Sis right now, and I don't go to his chat no more, but I know what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And I know that the rabbits are not perfect, but who on this app is perfect? And who on this app can judge another person? When you can judge another person, like what I heard yesterday, you better not have nothing wrong with you. You better not have no sins on your jacket. You better be God Almighty. You better be an angel in heaven. You better be one of the 21 saints. You better be a prophet of old before you come on this app and judge anyone. And we got motherfuckers on this app mad as hell with Sis right now. They just gonna have to get over it. They're gonna have to get over it. You know what I mean? Word. It's a crying shame. And these people, I'm telling you, one of them had an axe to grind against him over a year now. Over a year. I said, wow, that's crazy. Ain't no way in the world I'm going to be mad at somebody for over 18 months. More than 3 months. Because if I'm putting that much energy into being hateful or being angry with somebody, I need to check myself into a hospital. I need to go somewhere. And I don't mean going home and laying in the bed. No. You got some sick fucks on this app, man. Y'all watch out. Those that support Sis, I'm telling you, watch out for yourselves. Because they aiming for y'all. Big time. And I don't care if they hear what I say. Because it's the damn truth. If you got that much Instagram against somebody for more than a year, there's something wrong with you. And I'm saying it. Yeah, child. But I'm not worried about none of these clowns on this app. Because the last time I looked, none of these clowns on this app pay no rent, pay no bills. They don't put no groceries in my house. They don't clean my house. They don't come and visit my house. They're not over nothing in my life. They don't buy my clothes. They don't do a goddamn thing for me. Not one thing. As far as I'm concerned, some people can suck a bag of dicks, put 2 scoops up their ass, and die. Kufu. Kufu too. Or Kufati. Yeah, that's what it is. Kufati. Drop dead. For real, for real. Jamani Kumzika. Jamani Kuzimu. Jamani Kuzimu. That means damn it to hell. Damn it to hell. I don't give a fuck. They better not fuck with me. They better be careful. That's the only thing I can say. And that's why I'm glad I make it known to everyone on this app, anyone that might be confused. I am not a Kwamite. I'm not a rabbit. I'm not a sniper. I'm not an outlaw. I don't belong to any groups on this app. Nobody is my gatekeeper. Nobody is my leader. And I go where I want to go. I sit in chats I want to sit in. You know why? Do you know why I do that? Because I pay my own fucking phone bill. Last time I looked, I paid for this phone. Shout out to the chat. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do. They better wake up and smell the goddamn coffee and mind their own fucking business. I'm 52 years old. Like I said, if I could, I'd come through this goddamn screen and slap a few niggas. Now, you see this street, you guys? One of the businesses I'm applying to is over there on that street. I knew it wasn't that far from where I'm going now. Nothing is that far from where I'm going right now. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. Look at this, the Post Courier. I remember when they moved this shit over here. I remember when it was off of King Street. Yeah. King Street is the main street downtown that got everything jumping on it. They got all kinds of restaurants, bars, social gathering places, you know, social clubs, all that. It got everything on King Street, right here in Charleston, South Carolina. And I don't mean no harm, but I do mean some harm. That's where a lot of the people that are homeless, that's where a lot of them go to panhandle. They don't too much do it during the day. They do it at night. As soon as it get dark, they're out there posted up. They're posted up. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, it's amazing to me how you got some people on this app say that they believe in God, that they read the Bible every day, but they don't apply none of those principles to their life. So that means they don't believe in God. They don't believe in no damn Bible. And you can't be a Christian if you got vices. You can't be a Christian if you don't know how to forgive. You can't be a Christian if you cannot communicate with God's creation. See, we got a lot of hypocrites, a lot of pretenders on this app who say they believe in God. They don't believe in God. And I'm going to tell you something. They don't worship no God neither. They don't even know God's name. They don't know what God looked like. So you know they're a liar. You know they're a liar. A mentiroso. That's what it is to be a liar in Spanish. When I say un mentiroso, el un mentiroso, I'm saying that he's a liar. Some of these people, they believe their own lies. They actually believe that they are serving God's people. They don't even know who God people are. They don't even know. They don't know what God people look like. They don't know where God people live. They have no concept of what is spiritual and what is physical. Or should I say flesh and blood? Because we got a lot of flesh and blood religious people out here. And they are the most dangerous people on the face planet Earth. They are the most dangerous people on Earth. And I don't trust nobody that keep talking about God and keep talking about the Bible and keep talking about they be praying and all. I don't see them praying. I see them using drugs. I don't see them praying. I see them drinking a beer. I don't see them praying. I see them having vices like everyone else. I remember there was this one lady, she was convicted of killing her 2 children. She put the children in a freezer. And one of the interviews she said these words, and I quote, "Don't you throw no stones, because ain't nobody perfect." And Albert Fish, he was a serial killer. He killed children, he ate them. And he said he ain't the only one. He said there's other people like him out here, but they haven't been caught. Shout out to Chad. And that's real. That's a reality. And that's my opinion. But one of the things I cannot stand, and I hate them, I really do. I don't like so-called religious people. I don't like them. And I don't mean no harm, but I do mean some harm. They are the biggest supporters of the LGBTQ community. You know why? Because they're a part of it. They're a part of it. And a lot of them are hiding in the fucking closet. Need I say any more? Shall I proceed? Let's read. Don't throw no shades over here. Don't throw no shade. I don't give a fuck. They want to criticize what somebody said. They don't know trolling from actual shit. They act like certain people actually commit certain offenses or things against people when they haven't. They just talk shit. We got a lot of shit talkers on this app. Trust me, believe me, because I'm one of them. I'm one of them. So I'm getting ready to walk up the street, you guys. Oh, Lord. I should be there shortly. I want to thank everyone for coming in. I want to shout out to everyone that came into my chat. I want to shout out to everyone that supports my channel. I appreciate your view. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you hitting that like button. And for those of you who have been generous to me, I thank you from the bottom of my Cape Verdean heart. You see this? You see this? You see that name on that van? I got a sister named Mecca. Because I told you guys my mother was part of the Nation of Islam from 1968 until 1974. And my mother, she participated. She went to the temple and all that, and she got the lessons and all that. But them streets were still calling to her. So after a couple of years, she went back to the streets. That's how she lost custody of all 5 of her children. Shout out to the chat. And we had to grow up separately. Some of us were separate. You know, I grew up with my brother. The last 2 grew up together, but my older sister, she grew up by herself. So it was 3 different homes that took in my mother's children. Same thing in life. The same way they had us being raised, because me and my brother, we share a father. The last 2, they got their own daddy. And my older sister, she got her own father. So, and my mother had 5 children. So it is what it is. And that's what I mean by I don't like religious people, because she's one of the ones that participated in such foolishness. She did. I would rather for you to stay out of the temple, to stay out of the synagogue, to stay out of the church. If you're going to backslide and commit crimes and don't take care of your responsibilities. And unfortunately, we got a lot of men on this app in this sector who are fathers and who do not take care of their children. But they want to come on this app telling other people what they should do, what they should be doing. Clean around your own front stoop before you talk about anybody else. And I tell everybody I'm not perfect at all. I told everybody I'm the BT 1000. I don't give a fuck. I'll talk my shit, but at least I'm not in the church being a homosexual. We got a lot of that going on in the world. Let's call that out. You know? Before I left New York, I was seeing more and more of that happening, where there were certain pastors and preachers and bishops allowing homosexuals to be in the pulpit, to call themselves, got a collar on, and they preaching. How you gonna, somebody, let me not say no more. Let me not say no more. Yeah, just because I'm not getting along with somebody right now, or I'm not supporting them right now, doesn't mean, you stop, like, thinking good about the person sometimes. They got their good points, they got their bad points. But sometimes you just get tired of the bullshit. And you don't want to, really surround yourself with that right now. You know? So I'm getting ready to go up this street, you guys. This street right here, it takes you to the Ravenel Bridge. This street right here takes you to Mount Pleasant. Shout out to the chat. See, Mount Pleasant is only 15 minutes away from here. It depends on where you're going in Mount Pleasant. If you're going deep in Mount Pleasant, you're going to be driving for at least 30, 40 minutes, close to an hour. I remember one time I was with the other company and I was driving in the van. I was riding in the passenger seat, and the dude, he was dropping people off at their jobs and stuff, but it took like a whole almost 2 hours to do it because they had him going so far out to drop these people at their jobs. You know what I mean? And he had like over 14 people on that van because they believe in packing them vans. You know what I mean? So the drivers don't have to do so many rounds of driving. But if you're a driver for one of these temp companies, the most you might be driving that day is an hour or two. And that's it. When I was working at the Walmart ticket, we had 3 different shifts. We had morning shift, afternoon shift, and overnight shift. And those drivers, they were making money. They were making bank. I'm gonna tell you something. When that Walmart ticket ended, a lot of people were crying. A lot of people were upset. A lot of people stopped coming to this office after that. Yep. They stopped coming because they was like, they don't want to work no construction, cleanup jobs. They don't want to do no traffic control, which that's understandable because I don't want to do it either. But I'm only doing this to get a little bit of money in my pocket, you know what I mean? But hopefully, if everything work out well, I'll be working somewhere else, making more money and not having to deal with none of these construction sites not having to deal with none of these construction site supervisors and their bullshit. You know, I don't have to worry about doing traffic control or digging nobody's ditch or carrying rocks or bricks from one area to the next, dumping debris, dumping trash. Hopefully, in another week or two, I don't have to worry about that. I'm 52 years old. I can't be on these sites like the way I used to. When I first started out, I was 28 years old working these sites. But now I'm 52. I don't feel like working them no more. And I don't feel I should have to work them anymore. Somebody left their wheelchair over here. Yeah, we got a lot of that going on. People pretending to be in wheelchairs, panhandling all fucking day. Pretending that they got something wrong with their fucking legs. Ain't nothing wrong with these people around here. They just don't want to work. And I don't mean no harm, but I don't blame them. I don't fucking blame them. Because there's a lot of headaches to work on these fucking sites. There's some sites where the supervisors chill. They don't fuck with you. They don't follow you everywhere. But then there are some sites where you're being harassed, micromanaged, you know? And you're not being micromanaged because of something you did. You being micromanaged because of some bullshit someone else did. And there's a lot of people that will go to these jobs. They be all fucked up on the drugs, on the alcohol, and they'll go to fucking sleep. Or by 10 o'clock, you can't find them no more. They done disappeared. Sometimes they on call the office and got the ride to go back. And before you know, you might be on a job by yourself, working. That has happened to me too. I go out there with 3 or 4 people, and by the time 2:30 come, I'm looking for the people, and they already gone. I go to the supervisor office to get my ticket signed. Say, oh, your ticket is the only one left because everybody else left. They gone already. I said, what? Some of them leave before lunchtime. And they're not leaving to go to no another job. They going to go out in the street, they get high and drunk, and all fucked up. That's where they going. And that's why a lot of them are still out here. I don't mean no harm, but there's a lot of people that are homeless because they want to be. They want to be out here. And I'm not going to get up here and lie and say, oh, you know, da-da-da-da, because I see their logic. You know what I mean? They don't feel like paying no rent nowhere. They don't feel like paying no light bill. They don't feel like paying no water bill. A lot of these guys right here don't even have fucking cell phones. So that's telling you a lot about them. For real. And I'm not laughing. I'm not joking. I'm not trying to pick with them. But, oh, Lord, almost tripped. Hey, Nikki Lee. Good morning. Uncle L, good morning. Yo, shout out to everyone that's in my chat. Good morning. I just the chat for a minute. Yeah. I just seeing some of y'all just, I'm so busy talking. Oh, well, you guys. We're almost there. And I am sweating. I feel the sweat coming down the side of my face and all that. Oh, man. It's hot out here. It was hot yesterday, too. I had to walk in this heat yesterday all around just to put in these applications. You know. But hopefully everything will change in a few more weeks. I give it 2 weeks. because I need to be working somewhere permanent and stable before Halloween. I'm going to put it like that. I'm going to put it like that. I'm going to put it like that in those terms. I know, Nikki Lee, I see you. Thank you for coming in. Uncle L, Tamika, Facts TV. Yeah. There's a lot of you that came in. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for coming in. Thank you. Wow. Feel a little less lonely when I have people in the chat. Uncle L, he always be here, and I thank him. I appreciate him. I don't take nobody for granted. No. Because when you start taking people for granted, that's when you start running into problems. And I don't need no problem. So I thank everyone for coming in. I appreciate everyone. I thank you from the bottom of my Cape Verdean heart. I'm glad we have these talks. I'm glad we be having our morning meetings because this is like a morning meeting. But we be on the move. We be on the move and we be trying to shake something. In the words of Will T, we be trying to shake something. And I'm not talking about no ass. I'm talking about my work skills as a construction laborer, cleaning person. That's all I do. Go to these fucking construction sites and clean up. Sometimes I'll end up at a warehouse somewhere. Sometimes I'll end up at a dishwashing job somewhere. Sometimes I'll be doing landscaping. Sometimes I'll be out there digging a ditch all day just to pay a bill or put some groceries in that house. Even though I'm the only one there, but hey, I still got to survive. I still got to eat. I can't live off air. I can't live off no air. I was working somewhere a couple of years ago, and they were saying that food is ice. I said, ice food is ice. I said, what they mean by that? Yeah. And I forget, when I was in prison, there was a lot of young ladies who used to walk around with those cups and a spoon, and they'd be eating ice all day. They'd be chewing on ice all day. And there was this one young lady I knew. There was one day there was no ice on the building. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. She was hollering. She was screaming. They had to take her to lockup for a few days. Yeah. And they had to let her off because she was a very good worker. She was a cottage cleaner. She cleaned up the whole building, restocked everything, that needed to be restocked in the bathrooms and all that. She was very good at what she did. They couldn't find a replacement, so they had to let her go. And I'm going to tell you something else. When you go to prison, and let's say that you're very good at your job, I don't care if it's stripping floors. I don't care if it's working in the kitchen. I don't care if you're on the horticulture crew. If you're good at your job and they need your skills, when you go to lockup, you might not even be there 48 hours. Shout out to the chat. And I've seen it happen. All right, you guys, let me close out this video. I thank everyone for coming in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I love each and every one of you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Or should I say it in Swahili? Asante sana. Asante sana. That means thank you very much. I'm closing out this video, and perhaps I will see you in another video or in someone else's chat. Y'all have a beautiful day. Peace.